everybody. It's Jeanne, and I'm here this morning to kind of show you what I've been working in and touch base with you. I went to a thrift store and found all kinds of books and inspiring things, so I've just been kind of playing in my books a lot. And this is one of the books. Of course, it was at the thrift shop for like 50 cents. I put that Alice picture on it because it's just like anything goes in these books. And this book is going to be a mixture of, it's going to be a hybrid again, of art and just gluing. And I started off with this page here, and it just kind of was neat. I thought yeah, and then I had all this Egyptian stuff that I found, and I put it over here on this page, and I kind of put it together, and I thought, oh, old is relative. I'm kind of in this stage, but hey, I'm not in this stage. But anyway, I really thought that was kind of fun, and I loved all the mummy stuff, and I just had a good time with these two pages. And of course, I got gunk or something over here I'll have to cover up. But anyway, that's how I started off the book. And then I just kind of glued these things in. I haven't really done anything with it. I love this picture. I think I've got this picture in one of my other books. For some reason, that they made this picture with paint chips just cracks me up. But I'm not sure where to go with this page, so it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there looking at you. And then I was kind of playing around with this one. I don't know what it is about fish and all that. I guess because I did an art prompt on the sea, and I was thinking about, I didn't do one very well. I did one where it showed all the shingles flying off my house, and I said, instead of a picture of an undersea picture, I did a picture of the sea coming to me when I lost my roof during Hurricane Irma. But anyway, and then I just kind of tore that one up, kind of looked like a fish, and I played around with it, and then I put it over the title, and anyway, I just kind of had fun with it. It just seemed kind of a fun page on there. When I first got here, I was sketching on a paint chip, and that was the result. And I didn't quite know what to do with this page, and once I got it all on there like a collage, I didn't like it, so I covered it all up with brown paint. And one of the focal points of it was this old fireplace that they look like this was they indicated this was a before picture, but no, I like before. The after picture looked like any fireplace you could buy today. Who cares? There's nothing classic about it. But no, this was the original, and I like how it looks, the way they found it in the house. But anyway, so that was that. Playing around with this, just gluing. I thought maybe I would have a little tuck spot, and I would cover that up on the back, and that could be a little journal card. Haven't put any kind of a title there. I was inspired by the peppermint tea box from Trader Joe's, and I thought, ooh, I love that. I'll have to use that some way, and I sat down, and that's what I came up with. And then this picture here, this is one I cut out of that old magazine of Suzanne Summers, I believe it is. she'd written a book about her past, which apparently wasn't very pretty, but my past was. I think often about my childhood, and so anyway, I kind of like that. But so that's all I've done in this book. You can see I've got tons of pages, and I'm going to have to start tearing some out or gluing some together. I've glued these two together here. But truthfully, I thought, you know, when you cover the pages with stuff, they're thick enough. They're thick enough. But anyway, so that's that book that I was working at. Then I have this book I was playing with before, and it's the one that has all these stencils in it. Oh, I don't have a cover. You know, it's supposed to go like this. I think it's a kid's book, I would imagine. But anyway, that definitely needs a cover. And these are the awesome stencils that came with the book. Now, of course, I'm not going to be using table stencils and TV stencils, and chair stencils. But back in here, there are stencils that have interesting, gosh, oh, what happened? The sun came in. The sun came out. Oh my goodness. There, I can cover up the sun. Anyway, there are actually all kinds of stencils. Here's a postage stamp, which a couple postage stamps, some hearts, a window, things like that I would be able to use. But I think I'm going to take them out. I was going to keep them in here because they were handy, but I don't like leafing through them. So this, I have, this weekend I kind of discovered James, gosh, can't think of his name. James Lucas something creativity. He's an Australian guy. A lot of fun to watch. Does everything in fast motion. So it looks like he's just whipping out this these drawings, and but I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm wanting to have my own style, but I thought, well, I'll play with these first and see, you know, see how they come out, and then see how they evolve into my own style. I actually put one on my Instagram, the very, very first one I ever did. It looks like an old lady artist, and I tagged him, and he actually liked it. I've tagged him in several other ones, and he hasn't responded. But anyway, I like him. I'll put his link on the information box below. But anyway, so I've been kind of playing with that, and I've got several that I've been doing. This is, oops, there we go. That's another one that I drew. And then this, of course, is out of the old magazine. But I loved Peggy Sue, and I loved Buddy Holly. Not that I was old enough when he was popular. That was in the 50s, and I was a child of 10 and under in the 50s. But I always did love Buddy Holly. This is another one. It's just kind of playing around. I don't know if I showed you this book already. I'm just kind of throwing some backgrounds down, and we'll see where we go with this. This is another one of those drawings. It's a swatch doll, and I don't know, I don't think you can cut out watercolor and have it look right. So I wasn't happy with cutting it out. I liked it a whole lot better before I cut it out. But anyway, that's the swatch doll. And I did use the lady after all, and I think I'm going to keep the food on her tray. And I can't remember if I ever put up the video where I talked about not using her. But you guys get what you get when you watch me. I'm not perfect. This one I liked. It was the page that had the castle and the rainbow and the shoes on it. Now I covered them up. Covered up the one shoe. The other one I forgot is still there, so I might have to find a flower or something to cover that up. But then when I kind of like thought of the Wizard of Oz, and I thought, oh, this is like finding a yellow brick road. So I threw that in there, and I was kind of happy with the way that turned out. That was kind of a fun page. This is the page where I wasn't going to use this lady, but I did. And I put her up against a background of all these old, horrible 80s and 90s shows. And we had the worst TV during that time. But anyway, these are video tapes that you could buy back then. And then I added the two perfume samples that were still in the magazines from, what, 25 years ago? Almost, no, 24 years ago. And they still smell incredible. They are so good. Crystal and Carrington. And then that, I just kind of started. My art with Jeanne. And then I think I did something back here. Oh, that horrible cat. Okay, you all know now, I cannot do animals. That was, I don't think I did anything else in that book. Anyway, that's a book. That's another book that I've started because I finished my Giggles book. I finished my tattoo book. Not doing anything more with those. And I'll set those aside. Then I got out my Friends. I told you I was going to do a Friends book with just Happy Mail. Just Happy Mail book. So I just kind of started that yesterday, and I this is the very first pen pal letter from my current pen pal, and some other, this is from my friend in Canada, Carol, and I had taken off her watercolor to use somewhere else, but I kept the letter, so I was glad I did. I need to cut that out. I did use this as, and I have to put some sort of something on top of that to show. This is, remember, too much Happy Mail is not good. But I like that. That just cracked me up. Okay, and then I ripped this out of the one book because I wanted it to be in here, and now I've got to find something to put in the other book in its place. And I made an envelope, and this was one of the stamping projects that I did, and I was going to do it like see about doing it like a postcard, but of course it's too small for a postcard. You can't send a postcard that small. But anyway, it can be used. It's a journal tag now. It's officially a journal tag. And you know what I did? I was trying to make this so you could stuff stuff in it, and now it doesn't want to slide in and out. This is another note. This had all kinds of glittery stuff in there. It says, it had a little tag on the top of it. It said, please open slowly and not over food. So I had a good clue about what was going on there. She also sent this thing, bloom where you're planted, so that gives me a place to journal. And then I put some things together. These are things I had saved from before. Maggie sent me this postcard. I just absolutely love it. And so it's not pasted in, it's just in with washi tape because I may want to take it out and use it or frame it or something. So you just never know. So there's some things that I definitely don't want to glue in my books. But most of the things I do glue in there because once it's in there, then I'll have them forever. And I've already gone through some of my books just from earlier this year, and they're just so fun. They're so fun to flip through. But anyway, I like Maggie, how she decorates her envelopes. And of course, you always love to have the nice stamps that come from other countries. Foreign stamps in your mailbox is a delight, absolute delight. She had sent me this earlier. I'm not sure why. I think she entered a contest about my postcard. I had a little contest about a postcard I made, and she entered it, and she sent me these wonderful papers. And I just think they are incredible. And I've used some of them, but I had them put away and I couldn't find them. So anyway, this surfaced. It was with some of the stuff that I brought with me here because I knew I wanted to use these papers. And so now I know where they're at. I know exactly where they're at. So this book is going to be very useful. So I'm very happy with this. Oop. Gonna knock something over here. And I decided to start covering up addresses too with washi because I can take them out. I left the addresses in because I want to send things and I don't always have I don't always get them put in my address book. So if I keep them on the envelopes here, then when I want to send something I can. I have the address handy. Another page that I made, and I went to the thrift store and I found these stickers and I just absolutely love them. Love these stickers. Anyway, this is an envelope, and my pen pal always does a lot of watercolor. I think I didn't show this one. I had to put it in this way. Well, I'm not going to get that out just now. Well, I guess I may as well. I'm here. But isn't that fun? Isn't that just fun? Don't you love getting letters like that? So this was a fun page to do, and this was from my current pen pal, and she sent me some tape. And then I just have a couple, that's all I did yesterday. I did all that yesterday. I just love having free time to sit down and do art. And I made some papers. I made some papers yesterday to send to my swap partner. I'm going to send that one. And these two, that one and that one. And I don't know what they'll do with them, but they're supposed to make a project and send it back to me. So that's the swap, and I'm supposed to make her something out of what she sends. So that's the swap. And so I had so much fun making the papers, I thought, well, I'm going to make some more papers and use them as backgrounds here, just for fun, and then I can glue my stuff over the papers. If I, this is another one I did, and you know what? When I took all these stamps and flowers off of there, you see if you can see, that's the empty flower sticker page. So I just did some watercolor on it and glued it in. Is that awesome? I just love it. I just love it. And this will look better once there's something over it. It's pretty bold next to this, but it'll look better when I have something over it and when I get some more Happy Mail. But I'm not using any of the Happy Mail yet from my contest because I'm keeping it all together in envelopes so I can remember who sent what, and I'm going to make a different book with the ATC cards, and I will show you that when those come in. And I think that's it on this book. This one, it's a little Hallmark book, and this is just about little things that bring us happiness. And I should say bring me happiness, but because I had to cut it out, it said us. And I did this collage for the journal prompts. And this was the actual writing in the book that I found at the thrift store. This was the dedication or whatever, whoever sent it to another person. They wrote that in the background, but she had pretty handwriting, so I kept it and used it as a layer. And then this is just a glue. Allie Cousins has sent me a whole bag full of wonderful bits and ephemera, and it's just amazing, some of the stuff that she has sent here. I love it, and I think she might be watching that same little guy that James, why can't I think of his last name, is doing, because that kind of reminds me a little bit of him, but it's not really anything like it. So it's like she's found her own style. Anyway, and she cut it out, and it's really interesting. On the back side, if you can see, it's an envelope. And I don't know if I like the back side. On the back side, you can see that it's an envelope. It bled through on the envelope. And I think I like the back side better, or as well, because I like the texture in the picture. Is that cool? So anyway, Allie sent me all of those, and there's just such fun ones. Polar bear, and these are all glittery. Love that. Love that. And just all kinds of fun things. And I've already used some of them earlier. I don't think I mentioned it, but Allie, I know you watch all the time, and I probably didn't mention it, but I do love them. I love everything. I might have to do that as a page of opposites. Huh, I like that. So anyway, these are some that she sent that I added to this page. The page was already done, but then when I got the ephemera yesterday, I believe, I just loved all those little bits, and I did definitely use some here. This page here, this is kind of like a little diary too. Years ago, I went on a fishing trip and I caught a pufferfish. And I really hadn't thought about it in years and years and years, but one of the books that I bought over this weekend had these pufferfish in it, and I remembered that I caught one and it puffed up in my hands. It was just, I almost dropped it because I had no idea there was such a thing existed. And my brother-in-law was laughing at me. But I didn't want to forget that memory. I hadn't thought about that in forever. That probably happened more than 30 years ago. But anyway, so there's the pufferfish and then my little story, and made kind of a fun page. And I added a little fish on this side because I did catch a couple fish that day. But anyway, and that's that page. This one I did last night. And oh gosh, I thought I ruined it. This was one of the papers that I did, and I loved how it looked with just the orchid and the background. And I just like and then I thought, oh, maybe it needs a little more, and I glued this on, glued that on, and put some gold on it to bring out some depth. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I've ruined it. Too bad. Well, you have to experiment and all that. Then I just kept playing with it, and I added the little bottle of perfume and the other flowers. And I did the outlining in white, and then I started to like it, and now I love it again. I love it again. Probably doesn't look like anything awesome to anybody else, but I do love it. So anyway, so that I'll probably send that to my art journal group on Facebook. Maybe some of them are even subscribers. I don't know. And this I want to use somewhere. This was the other side of that orchid picture, the orchid painting. And so I wanted to use that. Then in the back, I think I did some, yeah. I think maybe my forte is old, grouchy ladies. I think they're the ones that I like the best. So I was playing with that. Oh, wow, I just need to find the name of that well, I'm putting it in there. So he hasn't been on YouTube very long, but he's got a huge following, and he's just a lot of fun to watch, probably because he's not slow like me. He works really fast. And that's another picture, and I think you might have seen that one on I think I put that one up on my Instagram. I put some of these drawings and things up on Instagram that I don't always show in videos. But I think this one's my favorite out of all the ones that I showed you today. So so that's my video for today, and should be plenty long enough. And these are my books now I'm going to be working in. I don't even know how or what I'm going to name them. Little things that this maybe be a happiness book. This may be a surprise falling down the rabbit hole book, because it's just going to be a bunch of different things. Let's see here. I love Alice. This one is supposed to be the magazines. This is supposed to be all about magazines and just my magazine collage. But there again, now I dumped that one in. But that's basically going to be my magazine book. And this is going to be my Happy Mail book. It's all about my friends. Look, do you see that? See the little mailbox up there? mailbox with balloons. And that's how I feel when I get happy mail. So, it's the perfect party. It makes my day a party. So anyway, so here we are, and these are the journals that you're going to be seeing me working in the next few weeks or months, probably months, with as many. This page has almost 200 or a little over 200 pages in it. I think it does. Let's see. Nope. 197. Well, it might have just 200. 798, 90, 99, 199. Can you believe that? So anyway, this is what you're going to see, and I'm going to be putting new things posted on the front of this. I'm going to build up this cover. These are the backgrounds from some of the packages from Amazon, and some of the little foreign things that come on some of the packages. I love stamps. Yep, I'm gonna even embellish the cover of that. So there we are. Oh gosh, I get all these books in one picture. There we go. How's that? 4 books, and those are going to be my go-to books. And do I have any more? Oh. Well, you've already seen it, but lest you forget, my Halloween book. My Halloween book. Just a reminder, boo to you. And I'm going to be working in that too. So I have 5 journals. Oh my gosh. My son came in last night and he says, "Are you making another journal?" Because he watched me do the giggles and the tattoo journals this summer. He was like, "Are you making another one?" Yeah, that is funny. Okay, I'm gone. Subscribe if you like. Oh, and I wanted to put that at the beginning, to subscribe and also put a like. If you like my video, be sure and hit the like button, because that's always fun for me to see the likes come up. Of course, if you don't like it, don't put a like on there. You can like it even if you don't like it. But anyway, don't forget to enter the subscription giveaway. I'll put a link to that too. The subscription giveaway. You've still got time to get your stuff in, and especially if you get it in the mail, let me know. Just send me an email and let me know it's on its way. And I'm good. So I am very pleased with some of the things that have already come in, and it's so cute. And I've saved all those, and I'm going to do a little book on that too. But that will come next month. So take care, and we will be talking to you later. I'm signing off for this morning, and I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. Can you believe I did all this without coffee? Okay, bye-bye.